Satnam. I'm arriving late to my own party because I want it to be a little extra special. Universe willing, maybe not. Anyway, there it is. Okay. I am in mid-training, so lots of stuff here on my mat. Not going to get intimidated or distracted. Yesterday was the beginning of level 2 mind and meditation course. Again, based on the teachings of Kundalini yoga. And you know, what can I say? What can I say? I picked this yoga for a reason. And this is, we're learning about the mind, the workings of the mind. Yeah, this is really fun. This is really fun. And the beautiful thing about this whole thing is this course is focused on slowing down and really being the witness, observing all this activity, which is kind of what has been transpiring for myself and hopefully you too, where we, through the fists of anger, through this meditation, through this daily practice, sitting on our mat and sitting in our space and just focusing on the inner workings and inner programming and taking it out to life and practicing it there. So it's almost like I'm ready. I'm ready to step into this course and extract what I can, and also be learning to experience. So there's a lot of focus on feeling, and I'm picking up across the spiritual teachings at this time the emphasis on reconnecting to the body. You know, it's not about transcending and escaping, you know, be it astral travel, projection, or what have you, but not escaping and not avoiding the feelings and not suppressing the feelings or numbing out, you know. And this you know, pandemic or whatever is really forcing us to go in. It's taking away all the outside external distractions. No sports events, no movies, no hanging out at the bars with your friends. You know, even now with the family like holidays coming around, I see a new creepy energy coming in where people are limited to how many they could host, and there's this dilemma of choosing some people but not other people, and this creates this further divide. But anyway, I am glad that we've cultivated the ability to see a little bit broader, and learning to slow down before we kind of have a knee-jerk reaction. And this has been an amazing journey. And I have a sparkly light to celebrate it. So I am going to light the sparkly light, because this is my favorite. As a child, I grew up with this. This is how we celebrated New Year's. And I wanted to congratulate us all on celebrating 90 days of doing this transformational work. Yee! This is so cool. I love these things. I wish for all of us to sparkle like this, infinitely, indefinitely, with the brightest lights possible. And that's what we do. Our presence, our energy should light each other. But we first have to ignite that light within ourselves. And may it be so. Amen. Oh my goodness. So my personal intention, as I mentioned yesterday, is to continue. And as a teacher, a mentor, a friend, I always want to empower people and empower myself. Claim that power, hold that power, and do it on your own. And so a Facebook and this social media platform is a great tool, but it could be a great hindrance too. It could develop into dependency. And I know this about myself. To make any challenge stick, I feel, is always announce it publicly, so then you have the whole world watching you. And there is a grind behind it, but there's also a blessing behind it. And I often ask myself, would I be doing this? Would I be getting up every day if I didn't have this public commitment? And the question is kind of like, I want to say yes, because I've done these challenges, but you know, I still like to test myself. And you know, it could be just the ego mind playing games, but my intention is to continue. But my intention is also the desire to revisit. So this was the first like a video journal, if you will, of my practice, and I think there is potential benefit to reviewing it. So I'm going to be going back to my YouTube videos on a YouTube channel. I think it's Kundalini Yoga Fit for Bliss with Sachdaram Kaur. I'll post the link in the comments at some point for you, but I will continue. So I'm just having a chunk of 90 days, and then I'm going to start day 1 and just continue and hopefully get to 120. And hey, if I like it, I might continue for the, you know, that video 90 days. So we'll see. But I am excited about the new course and new meditation challenge that we'll be doing. I'll give us a week off to integrate, but I invite you to continue on your own. The idea is to let you fly, and I want to fly on my own without having a public accountability, but just be accountable to myself. And I want to really solidify it. And plus, I really, really, really like Fists of Anger. As many times as I came into the mat feeling numb, not feeling anything, but being mostly in my head, like, okay, you know, seeably I have this awesome life that I created and I benefit from it, and on so many levels, I'm undisturbed, I'm peaceful, and then halfway through the practice something will drop in like a bomb. So it's been great, and I'm not ready to let it go yet. So we've celebrated, we've commented, and let's us now tune in. So whatever day you're on, celebrate the journey. Every day is a victory. All right, bringing the hands into prayer mudra in front of the heart center. Oh, this is gonna be so amazing. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Lengthen the spine. Pull up through the crown of the head. Exhale, just rolling the shoulders down the back, folding wings like an angel. Inhale deeply. Inhale some more. Exhale. Create space in between the vertebrae of your spine. Inhale deeply. Lift the gaze up to the brow point. Set your intention. Feel the space, feel the energy within you. Exhale. Inhale deeply to tune in with Adi Mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Deeply inhale, suspend the breath, pull the root lock, hold the gaze, press the tongue to the upper palate, hold. Exhale, release, relax. Sat Nam. All right. So, here we go. Yes, Sam, you continue on. You're there. Day 31, Waheguru. And so we're going to do our fists of anger. And every time I like to go through the checkpoints because perhaps something will click yet in another way. And so we go into the mudra, expression, release, right? Thumb pressing to the Mercury mound. I have to periodically in the middle kind of re-hug the thumb and really trying to make sure I find that perfect seal. But don't forget the intention matters. So have trust and faith that this practice certainly delivers as it has done so. Now you have the evidence. And so we're going with the backward strokes. It's a powerful breath of fire through the O-shaped mouth. Really working the navel. What we want to start up, the fire of purification and transformation. If you choose so, it's not required. As something was an add-on as we practice, we drop-ins and we implement it. Mantra Har, seed, potentiality, God, creation, and I release. That's that mantra. And Waheguru is being in bliss while in the union with your soul, with the universe, with God, whatever you call that, cosmic consciousness. And Sat Nam is mantra that sparks your, ignites your divine spark. That is your truth. This is your soul, your true light. And so that mantra activates your DNA, activates your soul fragments and starts reconnecting and awakening you. So all mantras are very powerful. The intention behind them is very powerful that you put in, and it helps the mind to be centered and focused on one. Focus is at the brow point, same thing, directing pranic energy into the third eye. Root lock, so contracting the muscles of the rectum gently, just creating a little bit of a vacuum, suction, I call it. So you're connected to Mother Earth because this is the divine feminine energy. We're healing ourselves, we're healing people around us by our presence and by our experience and advice that we could give from experience, or how we could listen and have that compassion, because deep down we know that we have experienced something like that, or that energy. And being connected to Mother Earth through the root chakra is, oh, I don't know, it's like, to me, that's devotional. Like, I am so grateful to this planet for sustaining me, my children, my family, and all of these earthlings, you know, and being so kind, you know, regardless of what nature does, what Mother Nature does. She's got to cleanse, she's got to readjust, and what tolerance she has for all of us, you know. And so I want to feel that divine connection to the magnetic field of Mother Earth. And so holding that root lock is important. And then you also infuse your body with the feeling of safety and security. You are in a space, safe, secure. Your life isn't threatened in this moment. And that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing to be grateful for and to realize and not take for granted. So here we go. All points mentioned. We initiate by sitting up nice and tall. Deep inhale. Exhale. Hooray. And let's begin with the breath. Women on a menstrual cycle will be doing long, deep breath, and so pregnant women as well. And introduce the arms. Stabilize your focal point. Establish your rhythm. It could change at any time. No worries. Let your body express itself. Introduce the mental mantra. And have a nice journey. Here we go. Deeply inhale, interlace the fingers, stretch the spine, pull the root lock, hold the gaze, press the tongue. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale. This is the space of the infinite. Stay here. When you're ready, take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale deeply again and exhale or sigh it out. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Satnam. All right. Take care of yourself. If you need to stretch your legs, shake it off a little bit. Take some water. Beautiful. This was the practice where I was tantruming like a little kid that didn't want the play to end. So a memory came up for me as a child. I have an uncle, and I really adored him when I was a little girl. I still do. And a memory came up where he came to visit, and I might have been like 3 years old or 4 years old or maybe 5. And he was leaving, and I didn't want him to leave, so I grabbed onto his leg and he moved me with his, me sitting on his foot, holding on to his, shin. It's funny. I don't know if it was real or not, but that was the image I had, and it was cute. And that's how I feel with this practice. I am not ready to let it go, but I'm ready to fly on my own, ready to leave the social media nest and fly on my own and revisit where I've been. So let's bring our hands onto our heart-centered chest, sitting up nice and tall for our meditation, which is called Inner Conflict Resolver Reflex. And let's inhale deeply and exhale as we lengthen our spine, sitting up nice and tall, chin tucked in, shoulders released down the back. Gaze to the third eye or eyelids 9/10 closed. The breathing cycle, inhaling for 5 counts through the nose. Exhaling for 5 counts through the nose. Suspending the breath, keeping the breath out for 15 counts. Relaxing the muscles of the abdomen and relaxing the diaphragm. No movement in the body. Complete stillness. And then inhaling deeply again for 5. Exhaling for 5. Coming back to the stillness. Stillness within the body, within the mind, within the breath. The activation of the inner guidance reflex. This is the name we give this meditation. The activation of the inner guidance reflex. make this your final breathing cycle in this meditation. And take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch arms up. Engage the root lock. Lift the gaze up to third eye. Exhale. Inhale, stretch up. Pull the root log. Shake the arms. Shake the shoulders. Exhale. Let your body adjust and settle down. And just notice and feel. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale. Again, deeply inhale and exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. I just don't want to open my eyes. This feels so peaceful. Okay, Wairu. That was incredibly wonderful. And that is it. We get to fly on our own now. I'm grateful, very grateful for all your feedback, for your companionship, for your comments, for the little hearts and smiley faces. It's very lovely to know that it's reaching someone and it's hopefully helping someone. And I invite you to stay connected, write a review for Such Datum page so other people could know what your experience has been like and not shy away from these challenges. I do feel that the energy of the Such Datum page, which is primarily focused in the teachings of Kundalini Yoga and spiritual evolution of our spirits, it's I think that would be a dedicated page for challenges. I think that's important right now, and I'm called to do that. So share your experiences, write a review if you have a moment, and we'll seal this practice for today. But please, I invite you to stay connected, stay tuned, more challenges to come. And I'll be seeing you on a YouTube side, going round 2 for my own challenge, and we'll be leaving my comments in there as my trail. Let's bring our hands into prayer mudra to seal our practice. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll seal it with a breath. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale for Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. sprinkle you and sparkle you with infinite blessings for today and for every day. May the force be with you. May the pranic force be with you. Love to you all. Sat Nam.